today is our third and final day in Hoi An and we're heading to Banahills today. I haven't booked a tour, but I have booked a private car to pick us up from our hotel, and the car takes us there, waits for us while we're there, and then brings us back later on. And then I booked our entrance tickets to Banahills through Klook. We're either getting picked up at 9 or 9:30 because I changed the time twice, so we need to head down for breakfast now. Sunworld's Banahills Resort is located 1,500 metres above sea level in the mountains overlooking Da Nang. We had booked our tickets online through Klook and these cost £28.65 per person. The cable car to get up to the resort holds the world record for the longest non-stop single-track cable car ride at over 19,000 feet in length. Banahills' most famous attraction is the Golden Bridge, aka the Hand Bridge. This is a 500-foot long arced pedestrian bridge that appears to be held up over the world far below by two giant stone hands. We have been so lucky with the weather. As we were coming up in the cable cars, it looked really cloudy, like we were literally in the clouds. It was really grey. And then as we pulled up on the cable car, it was bright blue and sunshine. And now it has gone back to clouds. So we've been so lucky because we've got such great pictures and videos on the bridge because there was not a cloud in the sky. And now it is a bit overcast. As well as the Golden Bridge, Banahills is also an entertainment world with gardens, temples, medieval villages, 3D experiences, amusement parks and more. We've just stopped for an ice cream because we were getting so hot. It is actually really warm up here. We did bring an extra rucksack with our raincoats and hoodies, thinking it would be cold up here because we're so high up. It's also quite well known for being rainy and cloudy, so I honestly don't know how we've been so lucky, but it is also roasting hot. We're now going to get the cable car to the other side, which I think has a lot more going on. It's a bit of a theme park. It really feels like Disney, Universal, the smells, everything going on, the music. It is so great. So we're currently over here and we need to get this cable car to get over to the big bit, which is the fantasy park. We've just come inside what I think is Luna Castle, and we have been given 3D glasses and have come to see a show, which we don't actually know what it's about, but here we are. That might have been one of the best 4D experiences we have ever done, and we have done all of the Universal, all of the Disney 4D, but that was so good. You can see the difference in the weather now. It's so much more cloudy. There are still blue skies up here though, so if you come to the Golden Bridge and it's not blue skies, maybe wait a little bit because the weather changes so quickly. I think we may have underestimated how big this place is and how long we need here. It is so big we keep kind of getting lost. We're now walking towards Alpine Coaster, which I believe is a little roller coaster that looks over the mountains. I didn't get any clips on the Alpine Coaster. I got Jack getting on and I had the GoPro around my neck and I got in trouble. And then I tried to leave it on my lap and then he told me off again and I had to put it in my rucksack. So no clips of the Alpine Coaster, but we did buy photos after, so I'll put those on the screen. It cost $70,000 to do the Alpine Coaster each, and then we ended up paying $80,000 per photo. We've just sat down to get some lunch. We were going to get a burger or a hot dog, but then we saw these chicken and pork skewers and they look so nice. He's just brought them over. Look how good that looks. We're going to do half and half, so we got a pork skewer, which we think is this one. Oh, it's so nice. Now I've got the other half of the chicken one. I think I'm going to prefer the pork, to be honest.
What do you prefer?
They're both so nice.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit lost again, but I have got some popcorn. We're trying to find the cable car that goes all the way back down to the bottom, and then we're going to meet our taxi driver down there.
In her natural habitat, eating popcorn. Slightly less angry than she was 30 seconds ago.
We're just in the cable car back down to the car now. We actually got a cable car by ourselves. It's a lot less busy going down. We also just went past the bridge on the way down, and it is a lot less busy, so there's a lot less people there right now. It's 3 o'clock, and I think we were there around 10:30 because we got to the bottom of the cable car at 10ish. So definitely, if you want to avoid the crowds, come later on in the day, but you do sacrifice the weather a little bit. Although, to be honest, as we went past the bridge, there was blue skies still. There's just a few more clouds. It is so deceiving. So we're going down now, and we're literally just in clouds. On the way up, it was really deceiving. I thought there is no chance we're going to see the bridge, and it was exactly like this. But once we got up there, it was like the clouds were below the bridge. We have had such a good time. We really enjoyed it, and I definitely think it is worth making the most of the actual amusement park as well as just the bridge. There is so much going on, and we were only really able to see a handful of things, so definitely allow a full day when you come here. And I can say now, I definitely don't think you need a tour. You really just need someone to drop you at the cable car and take you back to your hotel. As long as you get a map. It can be quite confusing. It is massive. It's so much bigger than we thought, and when we weren't looking at the map, we were getting lost and not being able to find the cable cars. I think you can also get different tickets that include lunch as well. We didn't get those. Oh, it's gonna go down. Yeah, we didn't get those tickets, and I'm glad we didn't, because there are so many food options. It would have been a bit rubbish to be restricted because we paid for the food. Just one tip I can think of, if you're going on the Alpine Coaster, on the left hand side there is a queue to join the coaster, but on the right hand side there's an escalator to get down, and that's where you get your tickets. So don't join the queue unless you've got your tickets first. Or we realised once we'd already queued for a while, so I left Jack in the queue and then ran and got the tickets and queued in the other line. Don't get all the way to the front without a ticket, because you will need to re-queue, which is so annoying. It is much later on now, and we're back in the room. We've already had dinner. We got the driver who took us to banahills to drop us to the tailors, which is before our hotel, so it's Bear Tailors or BB Tailors, and they did the adjustments to Jack's suit, and it looks so good. But those clips will be in the previous vlog and our review of the tailors. We then stayed in the old town for dinner, so we walked through the markets and across the bridge where the boats go under into An Hoi. Went to a restaurant that my friend recommended. He literally messaged me a couple of hours before on Instagram, and I was like, yes, we will go there tonight. The restaurant was called Vi's Market Restaurant, and it's basically one big room with tables in the middle and several different food stalls around the edge, and basically all of the food stalls are combined into one menu, and no matter where you order food from, it all arrives together at your table. We've never really been to anywhere like it, but the food was so good, and it is such a good concept. Then as we headed back through the market back to our hotel, we grabbed some fruit in the market. It is now in the fridge because I didn't finish it, so I need to finish that in a minute. So this is the end of the Hoi An vlogs. We have absolutely loved our time here. I'm going to make a very big statement, but we have both agreed that this might be one of, if not our favourite place we've visited in Southeast Asia so far. We aren't usually people to repeat destinations. Apart from Orlando, Florida, we have repeated that a few times. However, apart from that, we're just trying to see as many new places as possible. However, this is one place we would consider coming back to. We have really loved all of the activities we have done, but also the atmosphere in the old town is just brilliant. It is definitely very touristy. There are a lot of tourists, a lot of markets, a lot of stalls, but we loved it. We would also definitely recommend staying in this hotel. It feels completely separate from the old town, away from the noise, but it's close enough to walk to the old town and get to anywhere you want to go, or to use one of the pedal bikes I mentioned before. It would be super quick to get there. You'd get there in a few minutes. Everything from the room, the pool, the food has been perfect. Jack has also used the spa and had an amazing massage. Tomorrow morning we are heading to the airport, another early start. I think we're being picked up at 6:15, so I need to pack in a minute. We are heading to Ho Chi Minh City, which is our last destination in Vietnam before we head to Cambodia and then to Bali. We have 7 more stops on this trip, including loads of different activities, loads of different day trips, so there are loads of vlogs to come.